Okay, hi Miss Thompson in class. So I'd like to say a couple words before I begin. First of all, you're probably all wondering why I decided to do this ghetto video project rather than a PowerPoint slideshow. It's because it'll save me the trouble of presenting in front of the class, which I don't like to do. And videos are always more fun. So I'm kind of short on time now. So whatever happens now, I'm just gonna go with. So my plate's full. Okay, let's get started. This is the flag of Iraq. Iraq's the country I'm doing, by the way. And this is a map of the major cities and rivers and mountain ranges, etc. Here's another map of the natural resources and energy. I hope you could see that well. Okay, so I want to tell you one thing before I start reading. I kind of have a habit of randomly laughing when I'm on camera and reading something. So bear with me. Here's a brief history of Iraq, and the link at the top is the source that I got this information from. So Mesopotamia was the name for the ancient region where modern Iraq now stands, a Greek word meaning between two rivers. Creative. Mesopotamia was a fertile crescent wedged between the Tigris and Euphrates, which gave birth to some of the most early and advanced of ancient civilizations. The Sumerians, one of the most ancient civilizations in the world, came from ancient Iraq. The Sumerians are credited with creating the first identifiable written language, sometime around 4000 BC. They also were among the first pioneers of agriculture. The ancient city of Babylon, capital of the region of Babylonia, lies in modern-day Iraq. Its ruins found about 80 kilometers south of Baghdad. The most sophisticated legal code of the ancient world came from Iraq, introduced by King Hammurabi, whose dynasty ruled Babylonia from about 1793 to 1590 BC. It is the first known legal code that takes into account whether a crime was committed intentionally or not. This makes it the precursor of the mens rea principle upon which our modern criminal legal system is based. Okay, here's a little summary of Iraq's government structure. Here's the source. The link at the top, if you could see it. On January 30th, 2005, Iraqis elected a 275-member Transitional National Assembly that replaced the US-installed interim government. After 2 months, a government was formed and set with the task of drafting a permanent constitution. Months of negotiations led to a controversial draft constitution that was only finalized a few days before the October 15th referendum. Despite a strong Sunni showing in opposition, the constitution was approved with the provision that lawmakers can amend it after a new government is established in 2006. On December 15, 2005, Iraqis voted in a nationwide election for a permanent 4-year National Assembly. After 4 months of delay in forming a national unity government, Nouri al-Maliki was elected Prime Minister on April 21st, 2006. A month later, Parliament voted in favor of a 36-member cabinet. Following nearly 3 weeks of wrangling between the main parties in the governing Shiite alliance, the key government posts of defense and interior ministries were filled on June 8, 2006. Prime Minister Maliki, a Shiite Muslim, faced a perilous obstacle course. Analysts contend that a government made up of a squabbling factions forced together by political expediency and US pressure is inherently weak. In addition, Maliki has inherited a wary and fragmented nation to govern. Here's a present day situation in Iraq. And here's the source. The link. Sorry if this is getting boring. I'm trying to make this as entertaining and fun as possible. So we have seen some recent developments that give hope for progress. These include the verdict against Saddam Hussein, efforts to address problems associated with de-Baathification, increased cooperation between Sunni Arab tribes, and the government in Al-Anbar province. Arrest warrants for Ministry of Interior personnel accused of abuses and the expulsion of radicals from Muqtada al-Sadr's movement. We note the continued development and increased capability of the Iraqi security forces and police. The ISF will meet manning, training, and equipment milestones, improving unit capabilities. Nevertheless, the ISF will remain independent on coalition support. It will also be essential that ISF leaders reject militia influence and install discipline in their formations to gain legitimacy with the population.